أول حرف اللي تشوفها اسمه
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على خاتم النبيين والمرسلين محمد بن عبد الله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين، ومن استنى سنتهم واهتدى بهديهم وتبعهم بخير وإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, we continue فقه الطهارة in the chapter of al-wudu. The last time we have taken the conditions of wudu, and we said that the first one, Islam, must be Muslim, must be conscious, and must be grown up. This is number one. Number two, the intention, the niyyah. Number three, to have cleaning water. And number four, to remove anything that prevent water from touching your skin. Number five, to make istinja or istijmar if you do qada al-haja. Number six, not to leave long time between washing your organs. Number seven, to make things in order. Number eight, to wash all of the organs that need to be washed. And then we said about the furud, the duties of wudu. The duties of wudu mean that if any one of them is missed, the wudu is not correct. Washing your face, and we mentioned about the borders of the face, and to wash the hands and the arms till al-mirfaq here, and to wipe the head and the ears, and we mentioned how you wipe the head, and to wash the feet till the ankles, al-ka'bayn, and to make things in order, and not to leave big space between washing the organs until the water become dry. Until the organ become dry. So those are the furud. Now about the sunan of wudu. What is sunnah of wudu? Here, sunnah here means sunnah mustahabba. We mentioned the meaning of mustahab before. What is the meaning of mustahab? Mustahab, what does it mean, mustahab?
It's better to do, not to do.
If you do,
It's better you reward.
you will get reward. If you don't do, you are not a sinner. Okay? So this is sunan of wudu. This in the rule of sunnah mustahab. Okay? Number one. Tasmiyah, to say Bismillah before you start wudu. This Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to do. Some people, they say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and this is not from Sunnah. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam just used to say Bismillah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in other positions, like for example, before you start any surah, you say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. But before wudu, you just say Bismillah. Number two, to use the siwak. You know how to use the siwak? Use the siwak?
Sunnah, you mean sunnah?
Sunnah, yes.
Yeah, you told me.
To use the siwak before wudu. Before wudu. So, before wudu, you take your siwak, wash it, and clean your mouth with this. And then you start making wudu. Some people, they say they make the siwak after wudu. No, you should make before wudu. Okay. Number 3, to wash your hands 3 times before wudu. So again, washing the hands. In the beginning, this is not part of the wudu itself. It is sunnah to do before wudu. But the wudu starts when you wash your face. So the first thing in wudu is washing face. But washing your hands, this is sunnah to do before wudu. So number 3, washing your hands 3 times. Number 4, to make madmada and istinshaq. Madmada and istinshaq. What is madmada?
Taking water into mouth and clean.
And you clean your mouth with the water inside.
Yeah.
Okay? So madmada, you write down what is madmada. Number 1, take water inside your mouth. Okay? Maybe there is an English word for it. No, not exact one. Take the water inside your mouth and move the water inside your mouth. Okay, like this. This is what's called madmada, to move it. Because some people, when they make wudu, they just take the water and then spit. This is wrong. You have to take the water and move it right and left inside your mouth. Because the meaning is to clean your mouth from anything inside. And then spit the water. So number 1, take the water in, move it inside your mouth right and left, clean the mouth with it. Number 3, spit. Those 3 steps are called madmada. Okay? Istinshaq, what is the meaning of istinshaq? Is to take water inside your nose. Okay? Take the water inside your nose with your right hand and then take it out with your left hand, like this. So look at me to see it again. You take the water inside your nose like this and with your left hand take it out. This is called istinshaq. So madmada and istinshaq are sunnah from wudu. And the sunnah also is to make the madmada and istinshaq is to do it properly. So you take the water and move it many times before you spit it. Okay? And then in istinshaq, try to take the water deeply inside your mouth. Not like, and then spit it and then take it out. No. Try to take it inside your nose. If you are not used to it, it will be difficult in the beginning. Your nose is not used to it, to taking water inside. Okay? But this is very healthy for your nose because there are many things, for example, inside your nose that need to be clean and only water will clean it. So taking inside the nose deeply is sunnah. Only, you don't do this only if you are fasting. If you are fasting, you don't do a lot of madmada because maybe you swallow some water. And you don't do a lot of istinshaq because if the water goes to the end, it can go inside your throat because there is a connection between the nose and the throat. So you can swallow something through your nose. So if you are not fasting, the sunnah is to make madmada very well and to make istinshaq also very well deep. So you write this down about deeping.
You do it together or one by one?
Yeah, I would say this now. But just we are talking about how to make the madmada and how to make the istinshaq. Okay? Now, how Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam have been making madmada and istinshaq? Both of them, you take water inside either your mouth or your nose, right? So Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he used to use little water in his wudu. So he used to fill his hand with water and take half of this water inside his mouth and half of it inside his nose and spit and put the water out. So with this amount, he make both madmada and istinshaq. You need to train to do it because it is not easy to do it from the first time. So if you want to make it like the sunnah, it needs some training. Okay? But it is not an obligation. Madmada and istinshaq itself is not an obligation, and it's not an obligation to use half of the water that you fill your hand with your mouth and half with your nose. But this is the sunnah. Okay? And the sunnah is to do them 3 times. Madmada and istinshaq 3 times.
But first you clean your hands, right? And it is sunnah.
Yes.
So if you don't do the sunnah and just start cleaning your face with these hands,
It's no problem. The wudu is correct.
What?
Because after you wash your face, you will wash your hands and arm afterwards. Because the hands has to be washed in wudu. Okay? But after the face. Because you wash your face first, and then you wash your hands and your arm till here. So those has to be washed also. But to wash them another time in the beginning, this is sunnah.
okay.
Understand?
Yes, now I understand.
Yeah. Okay? This is number 4. Number 5. Ad-dalk mean rubbing. This is called ad-dalk. So, ad-dalk mean when you wash your face, for example, this is the water, you wash your face like this. Okay? You try to make rubbing to your face. And also your arm. When you wash your arm, you make like this. Okay? Here like this. And when your hands, you make like this, try to. So if there is any type of dust or whatever, it is removed. This is called ad-dalk. Ad-dalk, and to take the water inside lihya. So this is the lihya. Okay? When you make wudu, you take the water like this and do like this. Okay? So all of you, when you have long lihya, inshallah, you do this. Okay? You take the water like this and do like this. This is the sunnah, ad-dalk, and to take the water inside the lihya. So ad-dalk for all of the organs. Your face, your arms, your hands, your feet, all of them try to make dalk. Okay? And from this also is to take the water between your fingers, like this. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to use this finger. If you want to do the sunnah, use this finger to take the water to between your fingers, your leg fingers, like this. Side wudu. because the fingers of your hand, the space between them is not closed. It is very easy to open them. So when you wash your hands, okay, you should do like this also. But the fingers of your feet, the space between them is closed. So you have to put something between them for the water to reach. But of course it's very important to dry them after this. Because if you leave the water between them, it is not healthy, you can get some fungus. So number 5, الدلك. This includes rubbing your face, your hands, your arms, your feet, and taking the water between your fingers, in your feet, between your feet fingers, with this finger. This is the sunnah. You can make it with another finger if you want, but Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to do it with this finger.
Right hand?
And
Right hand also?
yeah, you can use any hand. I mean, maybe it is easier for you to use the left hand with the left feet, because not everyone can wash his left feet with his right hand. And of course, you use your right hand to wash your left hand to wash your right arm. So number 5 is rubbing and taking water inside the lihya. Number 6, to do the right before the left in the hands, arms and feet. So you wash the right hand and right arm before the left hand and left arm, and you wash the right foot before the left foot. Number 7, to wash 3 times. To wash 3 times. Washing what? The face, the hands, and the feet. Each of them 3 times. This is the sunnah.
Or you can do once, right?
You can do 1, but the sunnah is 3. So washing your face 3 times, your hands 3 times. You don't need to wash your arm 3 times. Your arm is not from the sunnah to wash 3 times. Just 1 time, but make the... Okay? But the hands you wash 3 times. Okay? But not more than 3 times, because more than 3 times it will be israf, unless there is some dirt or something that you need to remove. Israf means waste. Wasting water is makruh. Because many Muslims, they have this bad habit. Maybe he wash 10 times. The shaitan come, make waswasa. Maybe the water did not reach here. I wash another time. And did I wash the right or the left first? I wash another time. So this is called waswasa. Many Muslims, they have this waswasa. He can make wudu in 20 minutes or 30 minutes sometimes. There are people do like this. And this is haram to use this amount of water all of this time.
It's not just makruh but also haram.
If it is too much, it will be haram then.
Okay.
Okay. Number 8. After wudu, to say this dua, to write this dua. After wudu means after you're finishing washing your left feet. This is the last thing you wash. You say أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله.
After wudu.
After wudu. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Did you write it separately?
I know this, but I will write
Yeah, it's better to write. You can put a note.
and later.
Hmm?
And later I will write this one.
Can you repeat?
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله.
وحده لا شريك له.
Yes. وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Okay? It is similar to the tashahhud. When you are in tashahhud, it is similar to it, but there is a small difference. In tashahhud you say أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. But here أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Okay?
After you wash your feet.
Yes, after finishing wudu, you say this. And the ajr of this dua, the reward of this dua, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, any one of you who make wudu and make wudu well, mean wash every organ properly, and say, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله, all of the 8 gates of Jannah will be open for him يوم القيامة to enter.
Can you repeat again?
Any Muslim who make wudu in the proper way, mean to wash every organ well, and then he say this dua, أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله, يوم القيامة all of the gates of Jannah, there's 8 gates of Jannah, all of those 8 gates will be open for him to enter from anyone he wants.
You wash 3 times, and each time you say it again and again.
No, you say it only one time when you finish.
Okay.
But you have to make the wudu properly. And after you finish wudu, you say it.
Okay.
So this dua is said after the wudu is finished.
Yes.
Okay? So those are the sunan of wudu. 8 sunnah of wudu.
All the 7 gates.
All the 8 gates, there are 8.
Yeah, okay.
7 Jannah.
Will be opening for him in Yawm.
Yes. Because people enter Jannah when? يوم القيامة, not now.
Каждый раз как можно делать, а что молишься? И что?
Bismillah,
Okay?
I did.
Now the next issue, the wudu breakers, the things that break wudu. نواقض الوضوء. It's called in Arabic نواقض الوضوء. The wudu breakers.
نواقض الوضوء.
نواقض الوضوء. Nawaqid is the plural of naqid. The verb yanqud, if you tighten something, if you have your shoes and you tighten it, and then you, what is this called in English? I forgot.
Loosen.
Eh?
To loosen.
To loosen it, yes. This is called yanqud. Okay? Or when you, for example, when you arrange, when you put, for example, some pens beside each other in some order, or some books, and then you do like this. It's called yanqud. Okay? So naqid, and the plural is nawaqid, the things that break wudu. Mean that your wudu is not working anymore, and you have to make another wudu.
From the start.
Yes. Number 1. Any doing toilet, any urine or stool that comes out of your body. Any urine or stool that comes out of your body. Okay. So urine and stool is, put this as part A from number 1. Number 1, part A, urine and stool. Number B, gas. Okay. Number C, for the man, madhi. We have described about the difference between mani and madhi and wadi. Okay, so this madhi, it is najis and it breaks the wudu, but the mani is not najis, but you have to make ghusl. Okay, so the madhi, if it comes out, the madhi, it comes when before the sexual desire. Okay, this destroys the wudu. Then you have to make istinja and you make wudu, the same as urine. So this number C, madhi of the man. Number D, the blood of istihada from the woman. The blood of istihada. Istihada. What is the meaning of the blood of istihada? Okay. There is something called hayd and there is something called istihada. We will describe both of them in details afterwards. The hayd is the menstruation period. For every woman, she have a period in the month. It depends, 6 days, 7 days, sometimes it reaches 10 days. Okay. Every grown-up girl or woman, she have this hayd. During this time of hayd, the blood comes out, and this blood of hayd is not like fresh blood. It has some smell and some color. It is dark, more dark than the normal blood. Okay. After this hayd finish, okay, When this height finish by the number of days, because it is the same number of days every month. If it is not the same, then there is something wrong with the body. So it is the same number of days every month. When this height finish, sometimes it remains some blood. Okay? And sometimes, for example, if the time of height for the girl, for example, or the woman is 7 days, sometimes in the 8th day or the 9th day, so she finds some drops of blood. And this blood is fresh blood, not like the blood of height. So it is red and have no smell. This is called blood of istihada. Okay? So the blood of height, you can just write this definition before. The blood of height is the blood that comes out of the grown-up girl or woman during the period of height. Is the blood that comes out from the grown-up girl or woman during the period of height. And it has a different color and different smell from the fresh blood. Okay, this is the blood of height. The blood of istihada is the blood that comes out of the grown-up girl or woman after the period of height, and it is fresh blood. Okay? This blood of istihada, it breaks the wudu. If she found it, then she have to make istinja and to make wudu again. But if she found a blood of haid after the period is finished, so she know that her haid period is 7 days, and she found in the 8th day there is blood, but this is not a fresh blood, this is blood of haid. What does this mean? This means that her haid period is not finished. It means that this month maybe she will have an extra day in the haid. Normally this doesn't happen. But if it happens, means that the haid is still there. So she have to wait, not pray, until this blood of haid is finished. No blood of haid coming again. Okay? So this number D, right? It was D, the blood of istihada. So again, number A, urine or stool. Number B, madhi.
Gas.
Gas. Number C, madhi. Number D, the blood of istihada for the girl and women.
This is maybe I don't have.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
You check. Hmm?
53.
Okay, still no. Number 2. Just number 1, those things, which is A and B and C and D, are coming from what is called as-sabilain. As-sabilain, sabilain is the plural of sabil. Sabil mean way or source. Okay, So those are the two places in your body where things normally come out of. Okay? So the mouth, for example, is a place where things go in your body. Okay? But those places is the places where things comes out of your body. Okay? So those in Arabic called as-sabilayn. As-sabilayn. So number one, those three things, if they come out of one of as-sabilayn. Okay. Number two, if any najasa comes out of any other place of the body except as-sabilayn. If any najasa comes out from any place of the body except as-sabilayn. Okay? Like what? Like the blood if you got injured. Okay? Like when you vomit. So like blood of injuries and vomiting. Okay? In a condition that it is a considerable amount. So when you are injured, okay, anyone who's injured, you will see some blood. Okay? If this blood, the amount of this blood, it was one drop of blood or more, so this blood can fall down, a drop can fall down, then you have to make wudu. But if it is just something that you can see, but it doesn't come out, then you just put one tissue, papier, and you don't need to make wudu. You understand?
But if the blood drops, then
Yes, if the blood reach one drop or more, then the wudu is broken. If it doesn't, then you can just put a tissue or put some alcohol or something to clean it, and you don't need to make wudu again. Okay? And the same for the vomiting. Okay? Sometimes people vomit and it is very little because his stomach is not full, his stomach is empty. And sometimes he vomit and a lot of things come out. So if it is a considerable amount, the wudu is broken. If it is not, the wudu is still there. So the condition for the blood and vomiting, that it is a considerable amount. If it is a small amount, then it doesn't break the wudu.
A considerable amount of blood is one drop.
One drop or more.
But what about vomiting? Same?
No, it's not one drop, because one drop of if it is less than one drop, then it will be no vomiting.
Yeah.
Okay? If it is a considerable amount, means that there is an amount of water or food that comes out of your mouth. Okay? Look at that.
53, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can make it.
No, 53.
Search it up, please.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
في بطاريات عندك؟ Definitely you can check in the office to see if there is batteries. From?
Okay, so this is number 2. The najasa when it comes out of the body in a considerable amount from any other piece of the body except a sabilain, like vomiting and blood. Number 3. Losing consciousness. Losing consciousness means that you are not conscious anymore. Means that you are not controlling your mind. This can happen by fainting. Someone faint. Okay? You understand faint? Faint. If someone just fall down and is away, this is called faint. Okay? There are many reasons for this. If someone for example drink alcohol until he become drunk, okay, if someone got sick in his mind, there are different types of sickness in the mind, okay? This means crazy, that he is not responsible for his actions. He's not controlling his actions, The person who's not controlling his actions. This has many types also in medicine. Sometimes it is permanent, and this person is not responsible for anything. He doesn't have to do anything, salah or siyam or nothing, because he's not controlling his mind. And sometimes it is temporary. Some people, they got this problem for some time, and then after some time it goes away because of treatment, or just it goes away. So losing consciousness by fainting, by becoming drunk, by losing your mind, you become crazy. Then after this is finished, if you had wudu before this wudu is not working now. You have to make another wudu. Someone can say, how the person who drink alcohol, he can do salah after. Okay? This is something, and this is something else. Okay? Of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ تَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنْكَرِ, that the salah forbids you from doing al-fahsha'i wal-munkar, the major sins. Okay? But if someone do a sin, it is minor sin or a major sin, it is written. But it does not mean that if he do salah afterwards, this salah is not accepted. The salah is accepted as long as he's doing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But the salah is put in the hasanat side, and the drinking is put in the sayyat side. And this is very important rule. Okay? Any Muslim man, for example, who drink, who do zina, wal'ayadu billah. A Muslim girl who doesn't wear hijab, she wears very bad clothes. Okay? Some people, they think those type of people, they should not come inside the masjid. And this is wrong. Because as long as this person is a Muslim, he or she can make tawbah at any time. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts the good deeds of the person as long as he or she is Muslim. So doing something very bad, like zina or drinking, or wearing bad clothes for girls or whatever, this does not stop your hasanat counter when you do a good thing. Okay? So losing consciousness, and we said the examples. Okay? So fainting or becoming crazy or getting drunk, the wudu is broken. Something else you can use your consciousness with is sleeping. Sleeping is different from fainting, from becoming crazy, from becoming drunk. Okay? Because fainting, even if you faint for 10 seconds, your wudu is broken. Okay? Even if someone becomes drunk for 10 seconds, his wudu is broken. But sleeping, it depends. If you sleep deeply, deep sleeping means that you don't feel what is around you, then the wudu is broken. But if it is not deep sleeping, sometimes you sleep, but you can hear what is around you. Okay? This does not break the wudu.
Is it part of the three?
Hmm?
Is it part of third
We said that losing consciousness, it is number 3, yes. It's part of number 3. Number 3 have 3 things that certainly will always break the wudu. And the 4th thing, which is sleeping, it breaks the wudu in a condition that it is deep sleeping. Why? What is the difference between deep sleeping and not deep sleeping? If you are not sleeping deeply, if there is gas come out of you, you will feel and you will know, right? But if you sleep deeply, If it happened, you will not know. So this is the difference between deep sleeping and light sleeping. Okay. Number 4. To touch the farj. And as we said before, the farj is the penis of the man or the vagina of the woman. This is called al-farj. Okay? So if you touch your own farj with nothing in between, you touch it directly with your hand, then you make wudu. Because the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man massa farjahu falyatawadda." The one who touches his farj, he make wudu. Number 5. Eating the camel meat. You know the camel? If you eat the camel meat, then you make wudu. There is no specific reason described that why the camel meat specifically break the wudu. So maybe it will be revealed afterwards. Maybe there is something physiological about it. Okay. Number 6. To leave Islam. Okay? Leaving Islam means that, for example, if one person he decided, someone tried to convince him that Islam is not correct, and he was convinced, and they say, okay, I'm not Muslim anymore. And then after this he tried thinking again, said, no, a'udhu billah, astaghfirullah al-azim, this is bad. Then when he do this, he has to say the shahada again. Okay? And if he made wudu before that, his wudu is broken. Another example, some people when they are angry, they insult the deen of Allah. Some people do like this. I'm not sure if non-Arabs do it, but some Arabs do this. Okay, and the one who insult the deen of Allah, sometimes he said, curse the deen of your mother, for example, and you know that his mother is Muslim. He want just to insult him, So he said, curse the deen of your mother, curse the religion of your mother. This is kufr. And he must make tawbah, he must say the shahada again. And if his wudu is, he made wudu, his wudu is broken, he has to make wudu again. So this is two examples about leaving Islam. Leaving Islam by conviction or leaving Islam by kufr that someone can say.
Is it just the specific word, curse the deen, or can you say something else?
If you curse the deen, if you curse the Quran, okay, if you insult Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all of these are kufr words.
If you say, for example, astaghfirullah, Islam is bad or something like that, it's...
Yes, cursing the deen, also it is the same. Insulting the deen.
It includes also insulting the Prophet.
Yes. So those are the six things that breaks the wudu. Now I want each one of you to say one.
Which
One of those.
destroy
Yes. Say one.
From 1A, any doing urine is destroy wudu.
Urine or
Yeah, you're going toilet.
yes, urine or stool.
Yes,
Yes, you have to say both.
urine or stool.
Or
Gases.
this is number A. Number B.
Gases
C.
and melting
Yes. D.
and istihada, blood of
Blood of istihada. Okay. Salim Khan, say one.
Number 2,
Mm.
if some blood coming out, then go down.
It's one drop or more.
Yeah, one drop.
Mm.
Or is any food.
Vomiting.
Yes, one.
Considerable amount.
Mm.
You have to say this considerable amount.
Considerable amount.
Yes.
Also, if any najas comes out,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah?
Wasn't the two also if
Those are the two types of najasa that can come out of the blood, the body. It is either vomiting or blood. There is nothing else comes out of your body other than those. Akbar.
Lose consciousness is break wudu. For example,
Which are the things that always break wudu and
you lost your mind and drinking, you lost
becoming drunk.
becoming drunk and what yeah
Faint.
faint, yeah.
And what is the fourth thing?
If deep sleep is break water, half sleep is
Light sleep.
light sleep is
to touch your to touch the forge
To touch the farj without anything between.
with the
Okay.
skin.
Yes, with the skin. Sra.
Eating the camel meat,
Eating the camel meat. And the sixth?
leave Islam.
Leave Islam.
and
What are the things?
leave
Leave Islam by what or what?
and make,
She will say.
ah,
Leaving Islam by conviction, or someone is decided by his mind to leave Islam, or he said something kufr. Okay? Those are the two things. Okay? We can take this and pray after so that we need to continue again. the things, the next issue, the things that needs wudu, when you need wudu. The things that requires wudu, mean that the things that to do them, wudu is necessary. You cannot do them without wudu. Number 1, salah. Whether it is fard or sunnah. Any salah, you have to make wudu before. Number 2, tawaf. Tawaf around Kaaba. Number 3, catching the mushaf. But this is mustahab, catching the mushaf. Catching the mushaf or touching the mushaf, it is mustahab to make wudu before, it is not duty. Okay? But the other two, salah and tawaf, it is duty. You cannot do salah, you cannot do tawaf without wudu. But for catching the mushaf, it is better to have wudu before. But if you don't have wudu, it is not haram to catch the mushaf. For example, if you are traveling from here to Oslo, it is long time, and you want to read some Quran, and there is no means to make wudu. You lost your wudu, and there is no means to make wudu because the bathroom inside the bus, maybe you can make toilet, but you cannot make wudu inside. It's not easy. And if it is necessary, you can make wudu inside because you can make masah on your socks, and we will describe about masah afterwards. But if there is no means to make wudu, then you can just catch the mushaf and read Quran. So